Hey guys, Mark here from Sea Wild Earth, and welcome once again. And today, continuing in the theme, the last video that dealt with audio input to when you're making setting up a video system. Today we're going to be looking at, once you've finished your final project, we're going to be looking at how to get the best, or best, interpret that as you like, but I'll be showing you the settings that I use to get the best results of my projects when I upload them to YouTube. So it's basically the compression. Now YouTube doesn't like .mov files, it much prefers the heavier compressed MPEG-4 files, but when you do compress a file, that normally leads to a certain amount of deterioration in the quality, but I use a program, it's Apple based, as is my editing system, Final Cut Pro X. I use a editing or a compression software called Compressor, and I'm going to quickly jump into that and show you the settings that I use when I upload my projects for YouTube. So without further ado, let's jump on into Compressor. Here it is here, and when we open it, we're met with this. This is what we get when we open up Compressor, and what you will see up in the top left up here is you've got some built-in settings. If you want to use any of these, publish to YouTube, it's got like a default setting there, publish to Vimeo, etc, etc, MPEG-4 file or MPEG files. Okay, and you've got different drop downs, mainly MPEG-2 for that. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and we are going to make our own MPEG-4 options for YouTube. So we go down here and we press plus, so that adds a new setting, and up here, Apple devices, we're going to go ahead and put MPEG-4. Okay, we're going to give it a name, so let's go ahead and say YouTube uploads, and description, if you want to put it, my YouTube videos. Awesome, and then we'll just press OK. Okay, now once we're in that, we just click into the YouTube uploads option here, and over on the right, okay, you've got your general settings. You can create general properties, descriptions. If you want to have a default location, you can set one here. Let's say we'll put it in movies. Okay, video and audio, and optimize for network use. Okay, from here we've got pretty much what we want. Let's go ahead in here now to the meat and veg and set everything up. Okay, now at the moment it's got down here, you just go down and work down with your settings here. Automatic. Okay, I'm going to go up to 4K. There we go. Frame size, frame rate. I generally tend to film at 30 frames a second, so I'm going to put that in there. Okay. Progressive. Yep. Color space, Rec 709. Codec is H.264. Encoder type is default. Profile high. Cabak is something I don't really understand exactly what that is, but YouTube say have it on that, so that's what I do. I'm going to use what is called a variable bit rate now. Okay, and this is the compression rate in kilobits per second. Okay, YouTube normally say it's okay for 1080p videos to be around 8000 kbps, but I'm going to be shooting in 4K, but then down resing to 1080p. So I want to try and have it as much as possible. If I want to put a full value in here, let's just go, there we go, et voila. And then up here, what that's going to say, it's going to give you up in the top here an overview of your file, or the data size of that file. So estimated file size is 9.06 gigabytes per hour of video. Okay, which is okay. Multipass allow frame reordering. I'm not going to do multipass because it just takes a long time. Cropping, I'm not going to do any cropping. Resize filter, I'm not going to do any resizing. Retiming quality, okay, let's go to the best, motion compensated. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I'm not going to add any effects. You can do that down here if you want to. Okay, color correct shadows, fade in, fade out, etc. I'm not going to bother with any of that. For the video so far, I'm fine. Let's now just go to the audio. Okay, and on audio, you can set your channel layout. Okay, stereo left and right. What is your sample rate going to be? 48, keep it nice and high. Sample size, AAC, let's go quality maximum. Bit rate is going to be 256 for me, I always like that. And average bit rate, there we go. And again, you can put in audio effects if you want. I'm not going to bother with any of that, and that's pretty much it. So there we go, and that is now the YouTube upload settings that we've now set in Compressor. Now, where is the sweet spot? We can go ahead and actually close this quick Compressor. Okay, and now I'm going to go and open Final Cut Pro. How it all works very seamlessly. Now, in the project here, this is actually a cinematic film I'm working on, a very short film. You can see here it's with credits about 13 minutes long. Okay, when all's said and done, I'm actually just waiting now for the soundtrack of this to be delivered, but everything is as I want it. Okay, now when I am ready, I can go up here and I'll say share. Okay, add a destination. I can then go over here to compressor settings, and in compressor settings over here you'll see the one that I've just created, YouTube uploads. So if I click that and press OK, you can see now that when I need to share, when I want to share this final project to outcode it or to send it out, I can just click on here, okay, and that will then send out. Double click on that and it will start the process of rendering this movie. And so there you have it. Pretty simple, eh? Pretty straightforward. Just a couple of things for the gear junkies that are amongst you. I'm actually shooting this today on my Sony a7S II, but I'm not using Sony lenses. I'm actually using Mamiya 35mm f2.8 medium format lens using a photodiox focal reducer, not a booster, because we're coming from medium format coverage all the way down to 4K. And secondly, with regards to the last video that we uploaded, which dealt with all of the audio, on that particular video, if you want to go and check it out, the link's just up here. The video that the audio, sorry, that we used on that was from the Zoom H2N, and now today we're using the Rode video mic, or video link, sorry. So if you wanted to check out the difference in audio between the two, this audio is being fed straight into the camera, so I don't need the use of my clapperboard, which again was all part of the last video. So all that remains for me is to say a big thank you, as always, for checking out my content. It means a great deal to me knowing that you have the option to go wherever you want on YouTube, and I'm sure you are, given the fact that most of us are locked down at the moment. But the fact that you that you include my content in your viewing array is just very, very much of a big thank you for me. And secondly, in these crazy times, from my family to yours, stay safe, stay healthy, stay distant, but not too distant. Please do check back every now and again, and hopefully once this whole pandemic thing's done and dusted, however long that may be, we can get ready and jump back out into the forests and jungles of Okinawa, not just on the main island here, but also further afield, checking out some of the wonders of this awesome corner of the world that I find myself in. Okay, so take care, all the best, and I will see you very soon.